Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to do this look right here. I'm using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration with Amrezy. This video is going to be a voiceover, just warning you, but I wanted to do an intro and kind of give you like a quick review on the palette. So this new palette has 2 extra shadows compared to the other previous Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. So there are 16 shadows in this palette. 2 of them being 2 pressed glitters, which means you don't have to use any adhesive. You just kind of dip your finger in there and pat it on your eyelids like I did today. And you see this in the tutorial. But so 2 of them are pressed glitters, and the other ones are, you know, pigments, pressed pigments, and also like just the same good old quality of shimmers that Anastasia Beverly Hills has and all that good stuff. I'm definitely not here to push this on anyone because I know there's like 1,000 videos out there. However, I have to say I'm very pleased with, you know, how these shadows performed. I am a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, so if you have any other palettes, if you ever used any of their palettes, you know the quality is amazing. This is definitely a matter of personal preference. I don't think at this point none of us, you know, need anything. If you are a makeup lover, you probably have a pretty good collection. You know, and if you haven't already, I'm sure you will get there. But it's not really a I'm not gonna sit here and say you need this palette, because you don't need anything. It's just if you want something that has, you know, a little bit pops of colors, or, you know, the glitters that are just a very nice touch depending on the look that you're going for. This palette has it all. It has the shimmers are beautiful, the mattes are beautiful, and everything all of them are very pigmented. So I'm very pleased with the palette itself. I enjoy the look I did. I was going to do something subtle, and then, I don't know, here we are. It just happened. I just got inspired to the max. But I enjoyed this so much. I think it's a beautiful palette. Quality, it's non-questionable. Like I said, I enjoyed the previous palettes. Pretty much, it's a matter of personal preference. And especially, like, if you enjoy the person that they are collabing with, you know, if you are an Amrezy fan, if you have been following her for a while, and if you want to add that to your collection, then that's totally up to you. So this is my review. It may seem kind of vague, but at this point, like I said, everyone has a lot of makeup, and it's just really up to you. I never want to like sit here and push something on you. That was sent to me in PR. As you guys know, I do receive their PR, and if you don't, now you do. But I wanted to do a look because I enjoy, you know, doing looks with their palettes. I enjoy their palettes. I have done looks in the past with every single collab. I just haven't posted on YouTube because it's been a while since I've been here. But anyway, I enjoy this palette. I don't want to sit here and push anything on you, but I rather do a look and provide some information and tell you guys how everything performed, or give you some inspiration or whatnot. So that's it for my quick review. I'm not going to ramble anymore. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. And now if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Alright, this is the face of someone who didn't believe they could do this on camera, but was going to try it anyway. I'm applying some concealer on my eyelid just to cancel everything out. You can use any concealer you like. I'm using the Benefit Boing. And then I went in with a fluffy brush in the shade New Yorker. I don't know how to say that with a New Yorker accent because I don't have a New Yorker accent. Anyway, so then I applied that on my crease as a transition shade, and it's a very good transition shade. And then I took a tiny little brush and went above my fold. Since I have hooded eyes, I went above it, kind of like a little above my crease, so you can see it. So when I open my eyes, you can still see it, and it doesn't get lost. A lot of people use an angle brush for this. It seems to work very well. I've seen it before, but I like this one. And then I'm gonna go back and forth, just not adding a lot of product, just going back and forth between the detail brush and then a fluffy brush, and then a fluffier brush for my crease right now, and then go back to the little brush until I'm happy with the blending. And don't worry about what's on the lid because we're gonna cover it right now. As you can see, I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer and cut my crease. So all of that unblended shadow is going to get, you know, covered up with that. And then on the outer corner, I did a swoop up, just using that flat brush. And then on my lid, I applied the shade Dragon, and I love this shade. It looks much darker on the pan, but when you put it on your lid, it's just a very beautiful. It's so beautiful. It matched my top so well. I was so happy about it. And then I went with the shade Litty, and then just kind of dabbed that on my lid, which is one of the pressed glitters. Very, very nice. It worked really well. Don't have to add extra primer or extra, you know, adhesive or anything like that. Anyway, now I did a tiny little baby liner. I didn't want to do a crazy eyeliner, and I just set everything with the shade DECAY, the black shade on the palette. I cleaned all of that mess because I was being very messy, but the shadows are great. They don't have extra fallout. And then this is my favorite base right now. I love this Urban Decay primer. If you have dry skin, it's such a good primer. And then my Makeup Forever foundation is just continuing to be one of my favorite foundations of all time. Even when my skin, it's like extra dry or, you know, extra texture, that combo, it's perfect. And then I went in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and just covered up everything. I love this concealer. I don't know why I put it back in my drawer and just kind of forgot about it. But we met again. We finally met again, and I can't stop using it. But it only works for me if my skin is overly dry. If I apply with a sponge, I cannot use a brush with this concealer. So just a little side note. So now I'm setting my skin, my under eyes, with Laura Mercier translucent powder, another powder that I just kind of brought back to my routine, and I really love it. I don't know, it just works right now for me. And then I'm going to bronze my skin. I'm trying, you guys, to really use up the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I've had it for a long time, and it's finally hitting pan big time. And I love it. I mean, I love how it looks on my skin. I also have a backup, but I want to finish that. I want to have the pleasure of finishing that. Anyway, now I applied the peachy shades from the blush kit, Anastasia Beverly Hills blush kit. And then now I'm just cleaning up my little messy blush application just with whatever was left on my sponge and didn't add anything else. Now this right here is one of my new favorites, highlighters. It's not really a highlighter because it's just like a glow. It's the Glow powder from Laura Mercier. Wow, it gives your skin a glow without being like, wow, look at my highlight, you know. It's just beautiful. I love it so much. Excuse the face. I don't know how to apply anything on my under eyes without making that face. I hate it, but I have to show you guys. So I went with a flat brush and applied BK on my outer corner, and then I blended everything out with the shade OG. That's all I did for my under eyes. And then I applied one of the pigments on my inner corner just to give a little pop. I didn't want to have a super crazy inner corner because I wanted the glitter to have the moment on my lids. And then for my lips, I used On Mute liquid lipstick. And then I set all my face, and this is the final look. I'm very, very proud of this look. I'm surprised that I could actually do this look, to be very honest. But I'm really, really happy, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.